Japan Dyno, the best of Japan to you. Howdy, this is Andy of Japan Dyno, and I have for you an HKS Super Sequential Blow-Off Valve, the SSQV, made by the HKS company here in Japan. This particular unit removed from a BG5 Legacy, Subaru Legacy here in Japan, was connected by a long hose. The same flange here used on various different vehicles such as the FD3S, RX-7, or the Toyota Supra, the late model Supra, the JZA80. And in good condition, as you can see here. Just a matter of connecting it via the pipe to your application. So a fairly universal type flange here. The standard stock Super SQV connected to the flange, of course. So if the flange can be modified to suit your vehicle, it will work with your vehicle. Works with any turbo vehicle. The universal and adjustable type Super Sequential Blow-Off Valve has a little bracket here, making for easy attachment in the vehicle there, and very good 100% working condition. As you can see, lots of little marks around the valve itself. We'll go through some further photos. Shot of the side of the valve here. You can see lots of little marks and stains in the outside of the valve. Billet aluminum valve, so lathed from billet aluminum. The Super Sequential Blow-Off Valve and adjustable type blow-off valve. The other side of the valve we have here, you can see again more marks and scratches, but 100% good condition, 100% working condition. And the valve is a super sequential blow-off valve, a diaphragm type. It has a diaphragm in this area here. The boost pressure from below pushes on the diaphragm, and the inner manifold vacuum connected to this little nipple here pulls on the diaphragm. When that is enough to overcome the spring, which is in this area here, this is the spring housing, then the diaphragm will move back and forth in little sequential movements, pulling a piston which runs through the length here. The piston then releases the sound through the trumpet, giving that very distinctive super sequential blow-off valve sound. Very attractive sound of the super sequential blow-off valve. So moves in little sequential movements. So we have the spring housing, the piston housing, and the adjustment to the spring is performed by winding in and out this little bolt here and then locking in place by the locking nut. So a fully adjustable type blow-off valve, and in 100% working condition. The back of the valve here we can now look at as this is the piston. This is the nipple that connects to the inner manifold vacuum. The spring housing, the bolt which tensions the spring, and the locking nut to lock it in place. Piston housing here, and at the other side the trumpet from which the sound emanates. And we'll go to this shot of the front here, the very distinctive look of the super sequential blow-off valve by the HKS company. And you can see here the valve, this little piston here is pulled back and forth, releasing the boost from around the edge here. Boost squeezes around the edge, creating that very distinctive HKS super sequential sound. So as you can see, very distinctive look of the HKS super sequential blow-off valve, and in great condition, good 100% working order, HKS super sequential blow-off valve, made in Japan, from Japan. Thank you. In order to serve you better, we have our website at www.japandyno.com, as well as our blog, the Japan Dyno Daily Fix, where we feature items of special interest. Look forward to seeing you there.